my game. Alrighty, let's get started. I also had to wrestle. I had to wrestle with my computer for a second because I had like 2 pages of Chrome open, and my computer said I was using 50% of my CPU, which makes no sense. Even with OBS open and Spotify, Spotify, and Spotify open. So like OBS, Spotify, and two things of Chrome should not be using 50% of an i7. Whatever I did, I fixed it. I think I literally just closed 2 tabs. Well, whatever, it's fine now. I'm not gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna start off with another tier list, and I was planning to play Resident Evil later. I kind of wanted to play something else right now, but I can't really think of anything else. I wanted to play Forza, but I don't know. It never seems like people care to watch me play Forza. So I'm doing the next best thing in ranking cars that I will never be able to afford, but I can dream, all right? So I was even going to try and make my own, but then it's like it was a pain. Anyway, let's get started. So the F50, that's the F50, right? I'm pretty sure it's the F50. Yeah, F50. No, that's the F50 something else. F40, that's it. Alright, don't worry. I was 110 off. It's alright. Hold on. Let me check one thing real quick though. Because it looks kind of dull on my screen. The colors don't look right for me. I mean, it's probably fine. It's just a little annoying. Yeah, we're fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, F40. I think this thing is really cool. It's not my favorite. People like it more than I do, but I still think this thing is pretty cool. So I'm gonna give it an A. These things may change. But for now, it's gonna stay at A. Let me get back to this one because I forgot what the name of this car was. It's a Koenigsegg, but I can't remember exactly which Koenigsegg it is. So I got this Bugatti thing. I like Bugattis. I don't know if they're my favorite, especially with this one. I like the Chiron, and I think the Chiron's lower in the list. Yeah, okay, it's over here. I like the Chiron a lot. I like how it looks a lot. And I think it's still the current fastest production car, but I might be wrong about that. This is the P1, right? Pretty sure it's the P1. Yeah, it's the P1. P1s are pretty cool. I like McLarens. I like their engineering more than I like the looks of them. I think they look cool, but I don't think they look the coolest. I like crazy looking cars a lot. Let's see. This is the Enzo. Enzo is cool. This is like... This thing is like in between A and S. S. But I think it's leaning more towards A. But I think this thing is super cool. This thing, I don't remember what this is called, but I don't know much about it or why it's different than the Enzo. But I'm not in love with how it looks, but I'm sure it's a really good car, so I'm gonna put it in the B. I don't really know much about it. Is Murcielago? I can't remember if this is a Murcielago. Yeah? Yeah, it's a Murcielago. Okay. Alright. I remember things. Yeah, I like how this one looks. This one specifically, the year before Murcielago, I'm not as in love with it. But these colors too, looks fire. Is this 450? 450 goes up pretty high. I like the 4... Or wait, is it 458? Yeah, 458. All right. I've been a couple of numbers off for all of these. 458s are cool. I remember when I was a kid, I got a Hot Wheel of one. I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" This guy, I forgot the name of this one definitely, but I think this thing looks cooler than the 458. I'm gonna leave it in S for now, but I might end up changing this a little bit. I don't know if it's my favorite looking thing. The GTR, they don't even have the new GTR here, do they? No. Alright, so this is the 2010 GTR, I think? It's an older GTR, but it's cool. I don't think they look the coolest. I think they can look really cool if they get the right body kit and shit. And I mean, they're you know, they're cool. They're cool to watch people drive around in. I hear about people making like 3,000 horsepower out of their engines. It's just kind of insane. All right. This one, is the Laferrari? Yeah, that's the Laferrari. Laferraris look really cool. I'm gonna put in A for now, but it's another one that's like almost at S. I might end up moving it to S, honestly. Alright, this Koenigsegg. Let me rate this one. This one, I believe, is the hybrid one. I'm pretty sure it's the hybrid one. I like Koenigsegg's a lot. I'm gonna put that pretty high up on the list. Or maybe it's not the hybrid one. Oh wait, no, that's the... Alright, that's the Regera. That's what I forgot what it was called. Yeah, the Regera is the hybrid, right? Limited production plug-in hybrid. That's really weird, but that's cool. It has one gear. And a 5.0 twin supercharged V8. That's kind of crazy. That's really fucking crazy. Yeah, but no, that thing is cool. This Koenigsegg is also really cool. I'm gonna put that on S too. I like the R8 a lot. I don't think it's the coolest looking thing, but I think it's really cool. Oops. I think it's really cool. Which one is this? I forgot the name of this guy too, but I like it that I like big front engine vehicles, so I'm actually putting this in S. I completely forgot the name of this thing, but Ferraris don't have like the catchiest of names. But no, I love this thing. It's cool. It looks cool. Oh, speaking about big front engines, the AMG whatever, Mercedes, boy, super cool. Love these things. I saw one the other day. It was low as fuck to the ground. It looked awesome. Alright, I don't know which Porsche this is. Hold on. Let's see if I can just like quickly look it up, see if I can name it, get the name at least right. Is it GT3? Okay, well, it's not the... I don't think it's a GT3, but the GT3 I looked up looks really cool. Maybe this is an older year of GT3? Whatever. Porsches don't have my favorite designs, but they're super cool as a, you know, a vehicle. Just because, like, they're super fast, they're good at handling. And their, like, design philosophy is really cool. NSX. I used to like this NSX a lot more. I think it's really cool, especially for the price. Even though the old NSX is like dated and not as fast, I still like the old NSX better. I like how it looks a lot better. Practically speaking, if I were to buy one or the other, I would get the new one just because it has all the new shit in it. And it's probably faster than a stock original NSX. C7 Corvette? Not my favorite Corvette. I like the C8 better, and I like, I think I like the C6 look better. C6. Or is that the C6? No, this is... Alright. Yeah, I do actually like how the C6 Corvette looks better, even though they stuck with that design for, like, years. I like the C7 a lot, but sometimes it's not my favorite looking car. Sometimes I see people modifying them and they look really cool. And Lamborghini Diablo goes at the freaking top. I love the Diablo. I like Lamborghinis a lot. Diablo is like one of my favorite old-ish supercars. Z is not... I wouldn't really call this a supercar. It's more of a sports car. I like them as vehicles. I never liked how they looked. I think they look alright, and I think people modify them to look super cool. I like this year better than the one before it. But, you know, as a car, it's super good. It's just, I'm not crazy about its look. This crazy thing, what the fuck? I've seen this thing before. I like how this looks a lot. I'm not crazy about the livery on the specific picture that it has right here, but I like this thing a lot. I'm actually gonna put in S. 360. I like the 360 a lot too. It used to be like my favorite Ferrari. The Vulcan, Aston Martin Vulcan. I think this thing is super cool. This is just so like... It's like super analog everything on this thing. Nobles are really cool to me. I mean, I know that Noble is like a newish company, but I would like to see more from them. This is a different spec of the McLaren F1. I like the McLaren F1 a lot. That's another like S tier one for me. I forget what the difference is with this one, but it's super cool still. The i8. I think it's called the i8. Yeah, i8. These are really cool. I've seen these a couple of times in person. They always look super cool. I wouldn't mind owning one. They seem like they're pretty practical for a supercar. They may not be the fastest of things, but I don't know. They look cool. You get attention in those, and they're not like, you know, sell your liver expensive. I think this is the GTRS. I think these are cool too, but not my favorite looking thing. Porsche 958. It's the 958, right? Why was I muted? Oh my god. I don't know when I got muted, but Countach super good. It stays up there. I wonder if I muted myself by accident or something. I don't know. Oh, I might have been using the numpad to type. I have a hotkey there. That's alright. That was kind of dumb of me. Yeah, so the Huracan, it's like, I think it's like the same car as the R8, basically. It just looks different. And what is this one called? Sesto Elemento. I don't know. I don't love how it looks. It's cool, but I think there are cooler looking Lamborghinis. The LFA I like a lot, mostly because of the sound it makes. So it's gonna go in A. I think they lost money for all of the ones that they sold. Or Lexus lost money for everyone that they sold. It's pretty funny. I like Aston Martins a lot. This one's going up pretty high. I'm gonna put in A. I forgot what McLaren this was, but this is one of the McLarens that I like the body styling about. Or I like the body styling a lot in. Tesla, I guess this is the Plaid Edition Tesla. I like electric cars a lot, but I think Teslas look pretty dull. I think it looks cool enough, but it looks a lot like, I don't know, it looks like a regular car, just a little bit pointier. Pagani Zonda. Easy S. I love Zondas, just because they look insane. Let me get the name of this Porsche, because I know about this thing. Oh, Spider. Oh, 718 Spider. Super cool stuff. I like how that looks. It's a really cool car. Pagani Huayra. It's also another S tier for me. I like Paganis. This is the Tesla Roadster. This is another car that I think looks okay. I like electric cars, like I said, but I don't think it looks that good. It's a little dull to me. It looks like it's like a toy car that they didn't get the licensing for or something. The Lotus Elise is super cool. It's a fun car. I think I've seen one once in person. I think it might have been like dark green. And I think this car looks really good in dark green. I might be thinking of a different Lotus, but there was like one Lotus I saw at one point. Where I am, some of these... Well, where I am, I don't see Lotus at all. And people don't usually think Lotus when they're in the United States. They think, like, either you're going to get a Mustang or you're going to get a big name like a Ferrari or Lamborghini. I see R8. Audi R8s a lot more than any of these things. I think they're a little cheaper than some of the other options here. But, you know, that's the thing with the R8 is, like, it looks like an Audi. It doesn't look like a supercar at first. And then you look at it and it's like, oh, wow, that looks like a supercar. That being said, I still think they look cool. The, this is like the carbon fiber edition of the Bugatti Veyron. I forgot what that's called, too. I was never crazy about how the Bugatti Veyron looked. I like how the Chiron looks a lot. I'm gonna put that in A. I wouldn't get it with the blue and the dark blue. I would get it like blue all around, maybe. I like this blue a lot, but I don't know if I like the blue and the dark blue together. This is a Saline something or other. It's another car that looks really cool to me. I don't know too much about it. All I know is that some American company made it, and then they didn't make many. This boy, the car that took Paul Walker. That's sad. I think it looks cool. Maybe if you didn't freaking kill Paul Walker, maybe you'd be higher up on the list, huh? Is this the Aventador? Yeah, Aventador. I like how Aventadors look. They're really cool. Gallardo? The Superleggero Gallardo. This used to be my favorite car as a kid. I still like it, but it looks a little dated now that I see it. And you know, a car being dated, it's not that bad. It's just like, I don't know, there's some newer Lamborghinis that I think have better styling language, or design language. The Ferrari GT, the first one, I'm not as crazy about how this one looks. But they're still cool. So this was, alright, this one was the F50. If I'm being honest, I don't like how this looks. I think the front shape is really weird. I think it's interesting to look at, but I think the front shape kills it for me. I think the rest of the car looks fine, I just don't like the front. Mclaren Senna. It's another McLaren that I think is pretty cool, but not the coolest look. I still think they're super cool. And the Jaguar XJ whatever the fuck. It's another pretty cool looking car. Let me go through the list though. Alright, I think I still agree with what I just did. So yeah, I mean, hey, I like a lot of cars. You can definitely see like a lot of the S tier ones are like really out there cars. They look pretty out there. Or if they have like, I don't know, super Lamborghini looking. Oops. Well, yeah. So that's my tier list. If you disagree with me, you're allowed to have the wrong opinion. No, I mean, like, you know, it's cool. Hold on, how do I download this? Thanks, man. Alright. So it's not gonna let me download it, but whatever. So, yeah, I mean, if you have anything to say about my list, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, let me know. It's also funny because it's like I'm ranking these cars and I may never be able to afford most of these. Some of these things are kind of like, you know, the Corvettes are cheap relatively speaking, and where is it? The NSX is cheap relatively speaking too. And some of the early 2000s supercars you can get for pretty cheap now. Whether that's a good move to do, maybe not be, you know, yeah. Alright, well, enough of car talk. Time to play a game. So, now we are here to set up. Fuck.